Vegan love, y'all. We're at an event. Well, trying to get through this event, and it's a weird one. It's like bread and circuses. Here's their circus. There will be bread inside that they can purchase at high amounts of money, and I'm told it's sort of basketball thingy. Not quite sure what the thing about it is. Basketball? Well, what is this event?
This is for FIBA basketball. Canada versus Puerto Rico.
Oh, Canada.
Team Canada.
Team Canada
Let's go
versus
Canada. Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Basketball.
Canada should win, right?
Yep. Hometown. Shea Alexander's here.
Oh, okay. She's okay.
Shea's here. Yeah. He plays for the OKC.
Great. Great. Thank you. If you heard all that. Yeah. But can you read that? Oh, yeah. Home of Hamilton, whatever. Here for the fans and the music. Wow, what type. And they even call this place the City of Music. And C4 Energy. Oh, C4 is like some kind of an explosive, eh? Official energy drink of Canada basketball. Wow. So here it is. This is what they do to themselves. They do this. Trying to get through it now. And it's quite warm. It's in the very close to 90. It's like 90 out here. And tonight, Canada versus Puerto Rico. So I don't know. I didn't want to talk about that, but that's the event. It's the event that's happening right now. They're allowing people in to the event, and you can see it's a happening thing. And take a bigger picture, wider, get the whole thing here. You know, world's #1 Italian beer, Peroni. Get out of here. It's all tricks. Bells and whistles, here they go. I already got one, but I bought it because, you know, I only got 7 of these today, so here's a few more. Okay, crush them up. I don't want to carry a big thing, but keep looking at that. You don't want to see me do my, well, this is my service. It's a great service that I do here for society, to let them know, if they want to listen, just how you can live to a very long age, comparative to what they are getting. And I'll get right to it soon enough. As soon as I get this put in its spot. And I got it sort of there, almost, in a spot that's convenient for me. And get a better picture here. I'll go. This is where I want to go with it. It's right here. This is what I wrote down. A is for ox. Violence, Electronic Media, and the Silencing of the Written Word. Written by, it was the book, by Barry Sanders, copyright 1994. It is nothing to do with my book. Copyright 2026 Substack on, where is it at? Oh, it's at Divine ETDNA genre. And know the truth here at gmail.com. But the channel is also known as that. But anyways, to put the therapeutic in order, if you put food only suited for the specialized type of frugivore that you are, well, funny things happen there. For the specialized type of frugivore that you are, you will have done a great service to your scene, and your scenery will be filled with wonderful fruits and veg. Ease. And ain't that the truth? I mean, that's how words work. For me, I just sound it out, and that's how it is. And we got, more stuff happening here. I see things that I can use in my life. It's so bad, eh? These are the things that I use, the things that they throw away. These plastic bags. And we'll get right onto that book, is for rocks. This is where I saw something that really was a sight for my sore eyes, because every time I read, my eyes get sore. Because I'm taking it in as deeply as I can. And I usually have to just nod off for a while. And my subconscious does its thing, and I wake up with a fresh new perspective on life by what I had just read. And whether or not it's true, the Bible has a first chapter, Genesis 1, and it goes through 31 verses. But the verse that they want to stick with is the verse 29. And I think that's kind of fine. Cutting it down to just one verse. And says a lot for how powerful that verse is. And I gotta scoot across the road to be polite to these people who are trying to be polite too, but it is just the way that it is. They pollute with their vehicles. Nobody that I saw had a EV, but the basketball team had the C4 truck or SUV or whatever, which was seemed to be EV to me. I didn't see a tailpipe. And so it's a step in the right direction, I guess, but look at these people don't get it. They're bred in circus. And instead of fruits and veggies. And so what I was caught up in was the devil's lettuce. And then while playing with the devil's lettuce, I tried to do it as the best way that I could, which was to vape it and using a volcano and I had gotten up to the point of 7 heads of lettuce. More stuff happening here. It's cold shot max or something. Jeez, really messed that up. Yeah, lovely color. But to get right down to it, I stretch that I gotta walk, and I have a piece of cardboard that I'm trying to carry, and it's just wanting to play a game with me here, and I'm not into games. I'm just living life. And living in the moment. Whatever the moment brings, I have to deal with it. If the moment I relax, there's a veg ease to life, and then there's a moment where I relax to life. And the moments that I relax to life, I tend to hurt myself because I lose the moment. The moment demands quite a bit of an attention span to maintain coherence, quantum coherence to this all, because the things that can mess up usually do when I'm not paying attention. And then it hurts. This does not tickle when I go through life and I don't do things right. They want them back into me, and I thought I was on a good path. Everybody going to basketball? Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. And this is my journey. Just gonna get back to where I'm at and do some cooking tonight. Very specialized frugivore where lack of money commands that I go to this direction of cooking for myself to maintain a weight that I feel healthy at. If I don't maintain a weight where I feel healthy at, I don't care. I've tried it with fruits and veggies. It doesn't work. I need a lot of food, even in the heat. Like I said, it's like 90, and it's the evening, Friday evening, but It's just one day here, same self day. Or self same day. All these words to remember and not let go. Just lost my dime. So about that verse 29. And do it right. There was, even on the 31st verse, it didn't say worship me, worship God, or anything like that. And so if you just stopped reading the Bible right there, you had enough information to go on in life and make it to 120 years of age if you knew what it meant to be doing the best that you can do with this information. And more sports fans, sports enthusiasts keep on coming around a corner or just from a walking distance to the Coliseum. And that's the event that's happening. It's an event. Either go for 120 years here on this planet, or you can mess around and do all these wonky things in life. And, perhaps you reach the average, but, the typical average of a male is 66 years, and then he has a cardiac event. And typically the first one is the fatal one, and staggering numbers of first cardiac event you have is the one that does you in. And I had a cardiac event at age 42. I beat the statistical average by 24 years. 24, and so much more to the story of why I'm still here. And going for 120, but I'll take 100. I'll take anything. I'll take another breath. How about that? I'll just do that for you right here, right now. There's another breath. And with every breath I take, nobody's watching me. And I don't feel like I am watched. Who's watching the Watchmen? Because the movie, the circus that I saw was a Hollywood depiction of some pretty messed up superheroes who lost their way. The Watchmen. So, just saying hi to the people I walk by almost every day. And without saying a word, it just goes implied. Just make the gesture and you get the nice response back. And that's life. You don't have to talk here. We take care of each other. At least that was the game plan from going forward with the idea of humanity. But somewhere somebody changed all of these rules, which were easy rules to follow. Just let kindness lead us to a picture perfect world. And hasn't been really sought after since. It didn't pan out all too well with people's imaginations. Everybody has a different type of an imagination, and if it doesn't go to somebody's wishes, well, somebody takes a hissy fit or something. I have no idea why we can't just all get along here and do the best that we can. And people, this is what we got. A situation of life. That first chapter, was written in the 4th century BC, and in that book is for Ox by Barry Sanders. It's a nice jacket. I mean, that's a nice one. Look at it, but it's not typically a it's got the inner lining, extra large to the limit is the brand. Very nice jacket, extra large though, not for me. And so I walk on by, but I look at it and I say, well, it's all free here. I don't need to buy anything. It will be in my passing when I pass through. All that I need. Like all the money that I need. You have no idea the kind of life that I lead. I said, okay, I remember this guy. It was 7 years ago today that we became friends on Facebook. Holy moly, what kind of friend is that? When I first met him in 1998, but I don't befriend him on Facebook until 2019. And I lived with the guy for almost 5 years. No, must have been more. No, it was just slightly less than 5 years. And then a couple of months outside in the tent that he loaned for me. And he had 2 tents, and he loaned me the garbage tent. And he had a beautiful tent, which he just let sit. Couldn't allow me to live in a beautiful tent. He gave me the second-rate one, which needed attention. And that was okay, because I wasn't asking for anything. But his son let me know that this was the case. And his son, just happened to OD on Eid of 2021 at the age of 42. And that's the way that story went. Because, it was just written that way. You can't change the past. At least the true past. You can make up any story that you want. But the true past is, well, they made up that mythical story. And then, in the scientific literature, they also made up a beginning story